Hi guys, it's me, Ashley D. Hello. Coming to you from my office and bald. I think I was going to make a video, or I did post a video the last time, stating that would be my last time posting to you guys, my very few followers, posting to you guys with hair. As I said in my prior video, I was on medication that had my hair falling out in clumps, and so I decided to do more than the big chop. I got it shaved. It's actually kind of growing back now, but I didn't realize that I had a widow's peak until now. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. As you guys know, I am a type 1 diabetic. And so I'm pretty sure I heard both Trump and Joe Biden talking about lowering insulin prices, right? So it just so happened that my insurance, which is Cigna, they do this awkward thing where in the middle of the year, they'll send you a letter stating that, you know, this particular medication needs authorization, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to vent a little bit because my struggle with Cigna yesterday was so real, you guys. It was unbelievable, and I cried. I cried in my car. So I went to go pick up my Freestyle Libre, which I ended up having to borrow one from my ex-husband. Not the one that I use. He uses the one where you have the scanner, and I use the one where, you know, the app is downloaded on my phone. So my doctor is not getting my readings right now. So when I go back, I'm going to have to take this bad boy. But so insurance said that I needed pre-authorization for my Freestyle Libre, which is fine. I went to the doctor on Friday. She said she sent it. She didn't. But I was emailing her the whole while. I was at the pharmacy for almost 2 hours, cold, irritated, and hostile. So my sister tells me that I'm such a Karen, but I feel like I can be a Karen when it comes down to the matters of life. When it comes down to something that I need to be able to live, yeah, I'm going to be a Karen. So my insulin, which my doctor has me on Humalog, I was getting a 60-day supply and not a 90-day supply, which I guess created an issue because I had been getting a 60-day supply since I can remember. 60-day supply, I'm on pens. So a 30-day supply is 1 pen. A 60-day supply is 2 pens. And so after being bounced around, you know, through the insurance pipeline, I finally got transferred to pre-authorization, in which this woman, she wanted to talk to me like I was slow. So I had to tell her, listen, I'm not slow. That's number one. Number two, don't cut me off while I'm trying to explain to you what's going on. So they kept telling the pharmacist at the pharmacy that my deductible was $4,000. I know for a fact that my out-of-pocket was $4,000, and I know for a fact that my out-of-pocket is $2,500. They were looking at the wrong tier. The deductible, the $4,000 deductible is if I had a spouse. I don't have a spouse. I got a man, but I ain't got no spouse. So it's a difference, right? So after that, she was like, okay, well, we're not going to talk about the deductible. I had to tell her, I said, listen, miss, I'm not going to say her name. I said, listen, miss, I'm hostile right now. And I've been in here almost 2 hours. Okay. First of all, I sat in drive-through for 30 minutes and my ice cream almost melted because I went to the grocery store before I decided to go and get what I thought I was going to get, my insulin in my Freestyle Libre. So I did have to tell her that I was hostile. And at the end of the day, it basically, she was like, well, your doctor is writing a prescription for a 30-day and it needs to be a 90-day. And I kept correcting her because I was like, I'm not getting a 30-day, I'm getting a 60-day. But if she needs to write a prescription for a 90-day, then that's something that you guys are going to have to get in touch with her about, because she's tried to write me a prescription for a 90-day before, and you guys were telling her that she can only write a prescription for a 60-day. So yeah. So given the fact that I only have maybe about 13 units of insulin left, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I could go back on my insulin pump, but I'm allergic to adhesive. Like with this thing on my arm itches constantly. I'm allergic to adhesive. And so at this point, my doctor's like, she called in the prescription, she's doing the pre-authorization. But when I get to the pharmacy, is it just going to be a waste of time and a waste of my sanity? For the insurance companies to do things like this to people that have conditions is just low down and dirty. When insulin was first invented, it was not invented to cost as much as it does. I believe that insulin was only 5 cents when the guy that invented artificial insulin did it, and it was 5 cents so people that needed it could afford it. And now here it is, all these years later, Big Pharma wants their piece of the pie, and so they jack up the prices on everything. And I know insulin is not the only medication that has been jacked up. I know there's people out there with cancer that can't get treatment. I know there's, people out there that need medicine because they've had a transplant or some kind. I know this, but I'm talking about me. And, my sister made a point to tell me that yesterday, and I was just like, you don't have a disease where you have to take a medication to keep your body going. I've already been in one coma. I don't want another one. It's not fun. When I was in my coma, I came out of it paralyzed from the neck down. I have dexterity issues because they didn't stretch out my hands. And so that's not something that I'm willing to go through again. But unfortunately, the insurance companies, they can give nuns. I don't curse on my channel, although I did tell that lady yesterday, I said, oh, y'all gonna make me cuss. Y'all gonna make me cuss. But I did not. I refrained because, I'm trying to change my ways. But so something has to be done about Big Pharma. And I know, the government's not going to do much. These politicians can get into office and lie to us all day long. Oh, we're going to lower the price of insulin. We're going to lower the price of this medication. We're going to lower the price of that medication. But once you get in office, is that something that you really do? I mean, I still don't see the politicians that got into office and ran on the promise of helping the African American community help the African American community. It's like everybody done got reparations but the African American community. So Big Pharma, honestly, if I didn't have to deal with them, I wouldn't. They make me so sick. Because they're all about the dollars. What's that song? It's all about the Benjamins, baby. That's what it's about. And I don't think it's fair to anyone. Most of all, the people that have life-threatening conditions and people that are sick and people that are struggling to get health care and people that are struggling to get their medicine. Who not going to pay almost $400 every 60 days for their insulin and other diabetes supplies is me. I just can't do it. So yeah, I'm without insulin right now. So we're going to see how this goes. But Anyway, if you struggle with diabetes, or you know somebody that struggles with diabetes, because it's I'm gonna leave on this point. It's sad when you have a job and you have insurance, but then there's always something with the insurance where they're switching up things, they're changing, they're doing something, and so it makes it hard for you to get your medicine. You know, it's almost like, you know, you shouldn't even have insurance if you have a job, because it's not going to do any good. But I'm leaving on that note because apparently I'm getting emails. So if you feel my pain, drop a comment, like, subscribe. I know my channel's not much now, but hopefully, you know, I'll get something better in the future. I believe you can follow me on IG. I might want to put the link below, but I do know that my YouTube link is on my IG. If you want to look me up on IG, my handle is LaDawn D. That's L, capital L, lowercase a, capital D, AWN. And I will see you guys in my next video. Holla.